Oops, wrong video. Tyler, I thought I told you to delete that. Oh well.
Really? I can come? Thanks.
Sheldon, are you sure you want to be bringing Raj on your date night with Amy?
Oh, absolutely. I have a contractual obligation to provide Amy with conversation and casual physical contact, but nowhere is it specified that I can't outsource that to an Indian.
You may have all thought that was pretty funny, but that's what's actually happening. When we say that, we mean that a lot of big and small companies like Nike, Adidas, Puma, Levi's, Everlast, Vans, Converse, and literally thousands more outsource their companies to Asia. Outsourcing is when companies expand their companies to poor countries like Asia and underpay the workers to skillfully make their products for next to nothing because they know the workers are desperate for employment and money. Our goal is to try and inform you all about what's happening in our world.
Three main reasons why companies outsource to Asia are
because a lot of Asian people are unemployed and they're desperate for work and money. They will take any job, so that companies know that they can underpay the workers as much as they like without the risk of the workers going on strike and protesting. If companies build factories near shore, it's cheaper exporting and importing fees because they don't have to waste money on travelling inland, which gives them a bigger profit.
And lastly, there is always a lot of competition between brands, so to lower prices, companies have to take their money away from somewhere else, and they take the money away from the Asian sweatshops, which are already in terrible states considering the workers' wages.
In summary, companies outsource to Asia because they can make a big profit for minimal money and effort.
Because companies know they can use and abuse their Asian workers because they are so desperate, companies give as minimal as possible money to their Asian sweatshops. The money they give to the factories is to cover the cost of maintenance of the workplace, meals for the workers, materials, and on top of all that, the workers' wage, which is only about $6 Australian a day. To keep their job, workers have to work up to 20 hours a day to reach shipping deadlines and don't ever get paid for overtime. And if anyone tries to speak up, they could potentially lose their job or get fined out of their already low wage. Workers regularly get yelled out and abused by supervisors. Workers even have to pay for their own meals. Usually their meals consist of a bowl of rice. The workers even get told where to live. Usually they are all crammed together into tiny rooms that consist of mats or bunks to sleep on, all of their belongings, and a bathroom that they share between up to 20 people with. Workers can get fined for a lot of things like sneaking out of work premises on their breaks, being late to start work, or even getting a stitch wrong. Majority of Asian sweatshops consist of women. Most men are bosses and have their own companies. Before workplace inspectors visit sweatshops, bosses usually threaten their workers from telling the inspectors what actually happens, or they get fined or even lose their jobs. If a worker tries to tell the inspectors the truth, the bosses deny it and lie to the inspectors. To ensure that workers don't rebel and protest against the company, the bosses and supervisors do not educate and inform the workers of human rights and workplace rights. Here is a website that gives you brands that are just as good, where you can find them, prices, and a little bit about the brand. If you see this label, it means the product was made by a worker that has workplace rights and isn't underpaid, and that the product was manufactured ethically. So try to watch out for products that have this label.
If the video made any impact on you whatsoever and you want to help out, you can help out by doing something as big as not justifying sweatshops, by shopping ethically and watching out for the Australian-made logo, or you could help out by doing something small as telling your friends about our video.
Our newest model of runners. These are the must-have runners of the season. If you have these runners, you will run laps around all your friends. Only $250 at your nearest Nike shop.
This commercial was approved by Australian Governor Canberra. Terms and conditions apply.
So what did you pick after seeing that?
Yeah.
If our video has any impact on you whatsoever, and do you want to pitch in?
Get it on.
You're filming that, are you?
So obviously he's nice of you. Okay, stop there. Oh my god, is that actually...
She laughed. Stop.
If that video made any
It started. But you can say one, you know.
I know.
Still going.
Okay, it stopped.
If you want to shop ethically and consume products you don't have to stop laughing, Tyson! Get out!
Brought to you by
Blondie and Brunette Productions. Ha ha ha!